So what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Robert. If this is your first time tuning in, so today we have a good one. We're going to do a little product review. This is my first day really with the product, so I'm just going to kind of go over what it looks like, how it feels in the hands, how it kind of operates, and just my overall thoughts on how it is, how it's built, the quality of it, etc. So what we're going to be going over is the Tacky rechargeable portable solar generator. So I will leave this product down below in the description for anyone who is interested. I did pick this thing up off of Amazon. They are having a little bit of a sale for Amazon members, so if you are an Amazon Prime member, you do get a little bit of a discount on it. Again, I'll link it all down below in the description. So it's a 250 watt solar powered generator. So I'm going to quickly talk about how I'm going to use it real quick. So we're going to be going up to Colorado for an elk hunt, but along the way we're going to be there for quite a while, a few weeks. So my phone isn't going to last, 3 weeks without a charge. So I need some type of way to at least keep my GoPros going for you guys, so I can make content for you guys, and then my phone. So that's why I picked up this little generator. The plan is to leave this little guy inside the tent, and then while we go out to go hunt, scout, or whatever, I'm going to leave the solar panel outside the tent, let the cord inside the tent so you can charge the generator, so when I get back it's charged and ready to go for the day or for the night. So that's how I plan on using this thing. So it's perfect. It's actually way smaller. It's actually really cute, honestly, because I thought it was gonna be a little bit bigger. I didn't even read the description on it and how big it is, but I'll pick it up just so you can see what it looks like in my hands. My hands are about a medium to a large size hand, and this is what it looks like here in my hand. I can pretty much cup it all. It's really tiny. Again, a 250 watt generator, portable generator. So as far as the weight on this thing, it weighs about 6 pounds, just the generator itself. That's not including the accessories or the solar panels themselves, but it's about 6 pounds. So I do have it charging currently right now. It is charging. It's not in full sun either. On a full sun, if you have all the panels exposed, it's typically going to take between 7 to 9 hours to fully charge the little generator. So that's why I figured I could leave this thing out while I'm away hunting, and then when I come back, this thing should be fully charged if it needed any charge at all. So that was my plan with it. Now it does have clips. You can hang the solar panel up to capture more sunlight. They do include a cigarette lighter for your vehicle and a bunch of other adapters in case anyone needs these. They are there for anything else. And then this is the power. This is the plug to charge it from your house outlet as well. And then there's your car charger as well. And then that's the adapter to get the car charger plugged into there. So quickly going over the generator. So it is a 250 watt generator. It is a 60,000 mAh generator. Now this thing says it can charge the phone, I believe, between 20 and 30 times. So you can charge a traditional smartphone between 20 and 30 times, I guess, depending on size of battery your phone probably has, and depending on the type of phone you have. But 20 to 30 times, which is more than what I need. And I'm assuming it's going to be probably even less for like a GoPro. I have a couple different GoPros, and they probably are smaller batteries, or maybe even about the same size batteries of a phone. So it's going to work perfect for me. Now, since there are going to be multiple people sharing this thing with me, I think it'll still be fine. I'm maybe going to charge the phone maybe 2 or 3 times when I'm over there. My phone usually goes days without a charge, and it's usually pretty good. But in case it isn't, we have the solar panel, so hopefully it goes through, but if it doesn't, we have backup energy here. Now it does come with a 110 outlet here, and it has one that is grounded and the other one that is not grounded, so a 2-prong and then a 3-prong outlets here. Now I'll go ahead and take it off so that way you guys can see it here as I talk about it. So this is your grounded outlet here, and this is your non-grounded outlet here. Again, 3-prong, 2-prong, or ground and no ground. This is where you're going to be charging anything. it goes DC in, you plug it in here and it starts to charge this generator. This is for DC out, and then you can also attach to this cord here, you can add those attachments on there in case you need to charge anything that has one of those attachments on there. USB-C, I think this is an 18 watt output for the USB-C, which is probably plenty for a phone. There's a USB 1, 2, 3, and 4 for 4 different, devices that you can charge on top of the USB-C as well. Now, if you do want to add or turn on the electricity to these outlets here, these household outlets, you just press this button on top, and now you'll start having current through here as well. So the flashlight is actually pretty bright, considering the flashlight isn't like the main function. You don't buy this thing to have a flashlight. You buy it because you want a generator. The flashlight kind of comes secondary or tertiary. It doesn't even come, that's not the primary focus of this thing. So it's good for what it is, right? It's not a flashlight, it's a generator, right? So it's just a nice little feature to have. It's enough to, if you need to move around in the middle of the night, you forgot something, you can turn it on. It'll probably light up your tent just fine. Like I said, it's not a primary function of this, but it does work decently. It does have a little handle here to carry it, which is nice. The handle itself is kind of cheaply made. It's not super sturdy, but again, for 6 pounds, it doesn't need to be. Now, the product itself, as far as like this construction and the housing, feels pretty good. It doesn't feel super cheap. Like I said, only this handle is the one that feels kind of cheaply. If you guys buy it, you'll know what I mean. The handle feels a little bit cheaply, but other than that, the housing itself doesn't feel cheap. It feels decent. It feels respectable, right? So when you are charging this thing with the solar panel, it will be blinking here along the way on the little battery symbol as it starts to go. So right now I have it almost fully charged, so it's only on the last one. So only the last one is blinking. But it will go. So if it's almost drained, it'll be on the first one and it'll start working its way up to the 4th. So there's 4 little slots. If it's battery's low, you'll have only 1 slot lit up. Batteries medium, you'll have between 2 and 3. Batteries full, all 4 will be lit up. Pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. Now, again, you can set this little guy like this. You can even set it on its butt here like this. There's little nodules here for both sides, so you can kind of set it up any way you want. I'm probably going to buy like a little pack to kind of store this thing in. That way I can get rid of the box. For right now, I have it in the box because the box does have a handle on it. But my plan is to put into some type of little container that's just a little bit more manageable. In case this thing gets wet, it's probably going to fall through. So I'm going to get something better for that eventually. Now, moving on to the solar panel itself. And then we'll go ahead and read the specs off the box so that way you guys can know those as well. We'll get to those here right now shortly. Now, this little guy is actually really, really nice. It actually kind of surprised me. It's actually really nice compared to what it looks like on the pictures. I thought it actually looked better in person than it did in pictures, if I'm being honest. But again, same brand, Taki, however you want to pronounce it. Now, you can actually charge something directly off the solar panel if you want. There is a USB-C and 2 USB ports here. So if you are, say I'm in the mountains and I don't want to take this whole thing with me, I can just take this solar panel with me and a cord and charge my phone with this. This is, again, a 40 watt solar panel. I don't think I mentioned it earlier. This is a 40 watt solar panel, so it's plenty for this. Now, the links I'll leave down below in the description. They are for this specific combination, but I will leave some bigger solar panels down below in case you want to charge this thing a little bit faster. Maybe you're impatient. You can always do that as well. You can always get like a 100 watt solar panel and this thing will charge up pretty quick. But again, this is like a soft waterproof material. It actually feels very, very nice. It almost feels like a nice, I wouldn't say luxury book bag, but maybe like a mid-range book bag. That's what it feels like. The solar panels themselves feel pretty good as well. They're not super cheap. They look pretty good. They were charging this thing pretty well as well. So Again, I've only had it for a day, but it seems to have charged it fairly quickly. If I'm being honest, it actually might have charged it a little bit faster than I would have expected. It was already about halfway charged when I got it, but it charged it up full probably within the next 2, maybe almost 3 hours. So it went by pretty quickly. But again, the solar panel's pretty nice, pretty legit. It looks better in person than it did in the photos, if I'm being honest. Again, this thing, overall housing on it, it feels decent. It doesn't feel too cheap. The only thing that felt cheap was the handle when you carry it. But again, I'm more concerned with this thing itself, not so much the handle. The handle's a nice convenience, but that's not why I bought it. So, but overall it feels good, feels well made. Has a little bit of weight to it, which is probably the internal batteries. But overall, it's nice, it's small, compact, and it's gonna be plenty for what I need it for. Now moving on to the specs of it themselves. Again, it does have I'll bring it out right here, a little owner's manual. I'll explain to you how to connect everything in case you want to connect it a different way. You can do that as well. Now, again, like I said earlier, 250 watt generator, 110 volts, 2 of those, and 1 40 watt solar panel. So again, I bought the kit. You can buy the generator separately. You can buy different solar panels. You can buy the solar panel separately, but I decided to buy it together just to make things easier and simpler. The USBs, 2 USBs at 2.4 amps output, and then 1 USB-C, which is the 18 watt output for that one. Quick charge, you got 3 watt, 2 of those outputs. For those are for the USBs. So a little bit more output than the other 2 regular ones, which I'm assuming are these blue ones right here. And these black ones are probably the regular USBs. And the high output or quick charge are the blue ones. It does talk about the LED flashlight. The flashlight does have 3 different levels as well. So there is low, medium, and high. That is something that I forgot to mention. So this is how they have it set up on the box. Just the tent, generator, I got a fan, laptop, and a light, and they have the solar panel hanging outside. So the product features, excellent gear to power your life. Okay, compact design, it is very compact. Strong structure, feels pretty strong. Built with high quality lithium ion batteries. So the batteries inside that are recharging are lithium ion. Multiple outputs, of course, smart, excellent, smart and safe, ultra bright LED flashlight, solar ready, yes. So this is what we're really concerned with, right? It does have an overcharge protection. So that was kind of important for me as well, to make sure it does have overcharge protection, because as I mentioned, I'm gonna have this thing charging while I'm away, and so when I come back, it should be fully charged. There is overcurrent protection as well. Protects against excessive currents beyond the acceptable current rating. So that's important as well. You don't want to fry anything inside. Short circuit protection as well. Automatically kicks in to protect your unit in case a short circuit happens. Again, you're going to be having this thing outdoors. Any kind of critters get inside, they accidentally bite on a wire, or ants get inside, they accidentally short something. You know, that's kind of important to have on a generator that's intended to be used outside. Now, over discharge protection stops the internal battery from discharging once voltage drops too low. So that's important. So you don't want to let the batteries get too low, because that does screw up the integrity of the batteries over time as well. Overpower protection protects the unit from delivering more power than rated capacity. So it's at 200 watts, even though this thing is rated for 250. It does have here in parentheses, where you guys can see it, 200 watt in parentheses for delivering more power than rated capacity, 200 watts in parentheses for the overpower protection. That is pretty much it. Like I said, they felt pretty good, felt pretty well built overall. Well, alrighty guys, that's gonna wrap up this quick review on the portable generator. Again, if you're in the market, I don't get paid for this. The only thing I am using is my affiliate link. So if you wanna support the channel, you can use my affiliate link. But I'm not sponsored by this company at all. So just keep that in mind as well. But go ahead and do your own research, read. And this isn't a super cheap, but it's also not a super expensive portable generator. It's kind of the mid-range for this, maybe even the lower to mid-range. But yeah, I hope you gained some value from this. Hopefully it was informational for you guys. And without further ado, be careful, be good, take care, and God bless. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.